Hovels Rot Gold.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. There is no sun, which, believe me, is a good thing. But what I have got is a bottle of this stuff. This is the Hovels original, they call it Rot Gold, and it's been classed as an Altbier. On the side of it, it says it's a Vollbier. Now, Vollbier is a class of beer that is purely designed for tax purposes, or purely brewed for tax purposes, and it carries a lower tax levy than most beer. It's difficult to work out exactly what this is, but it's from Dortmund. Hovels are from Dortmund. It's classed as an Altbier, and it's got Vollbier written on the back. It's got Rot Gold, which translates in German to red gold. And at the moment, if you're not confused, then I definitely am. So, let's stop the detective work and let's just see what this beer is all about. Right, first things first, I have to say, this is a really nice bottle, and I'm going to keep this for the collection because it's got a really nice label there, right? The bottle design is really nice. It's got a flip top cap with the Hovels logo on the top, and yeah, it's just, minor gripe, it's in a green bottle, but it's so dark that I don't know whether that would go skunky or not. Now I'm assuming this is an Altbier, and I'm going to take it as an Altbier until I taste different, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm well impressed with the bottle. That looks really good. I've tried this before. A mate of mine, I'll tell you exactly when it was. It must have been, I think, 2013 maybe. A mate of mine dropped over a load of German beer for me. He is actually German, and he brought it over. And he put a lot of this stuff in, a lot of the Potts land beer in, and a fair bit of Holsten stuff. He's from the western part of Germany, and he's in Munster, and obviously Dortmund is not too far away. Altbier is Dortmund's speciality, and it never used to be a popular style of beer, but it's becoming more popular in Germany. Before, it was only sort of the western part around the Rhine, or the Ruhr should I say. But now it's sort of travelling all over Germany, and to be honest, I quite like Altbier. There's some good ones and some bad ones. I think these are one of the best. But enough about that. I don't even know whether it's Altbier or not. It's a bit confusing. It's got Vollbier on it, but I've seen lagers called Vollbier. This obviously isn't a lager, so let's open it up and let's see what is going on. Oh, do you know what? There used to be caps that would go plop when you opened them, but recently they haven't been for me. But there we go. There's the bottle opened. Wow, lots of malt on this. Lots of nice smelling caramel malt. This could potentially be an Altbier. Let's get it into the glass. It smells very malty. Now they call it Bitterbier. I don't know whether that's a good description of it or not, but Rot Gold as well, which translates to red gold. So that could mean, wow, that head has gone mental on it. There it is in the glass. That is an amber colour. It looks very, very British to me, apart from that massive head. what we're getting out of the glass. God, the malts are so strong, they're just leaping out at me. I don't even have to get my nose near that. They smell sweet and very nice indeed. Lovely. Nice sweet caramel malt. Let's get it down the hatch. Prost. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's a good one. You got a lot of caramel malt on that, and a little touch of hoppy bitterness. Now they call that Bitterbier. I'm assuming they call it Bitterbier. I'm not going mad, am I? Surely not. Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it certainly looks like an Altbier. So I'm gonna go with it being an Altbier. But it's very nice indeed. I am absolutely loving this. There's a lot of caramel malt, which is in keeping with the sort of Altbier style. There is a bitter finish to it. So there is some nice hot bittering on the arse end of this. But having said that, it leaves a nice clean aftertaste, which it's weird. You get the big malt at the start of it, then you get the bitterness, the hot bitterness, which is like an earthy, spicy bitterness, typical German hops, and you think, oh, this is going to have a big bitter finish, but then it sort of dies down and you're left with a lovely caramel malt finish, which isn't too big, and it's quite nice. I'm quite liking this. Yeah, not bad at all. So what is the verdict on this stuff? Well, I'm assuming it's an Altbier, but it doesn't, to me it doesn't taste as heavy as an Altbier, if you know what I mean. It's very light, it's super drinkable, really good, and you know, once that carbonation calms down, it goes down so smoothly. I'm just going to pour the rest of it out here, because I am going to finish this, and I'm going to keep that bottle as well, because I do like the bottle. Now, I don't know whether they do two different sizes, but I'm sure I've tasted a smaller bottle of this back in, well, it must be nearly 10 years ago now, and I was impressed then. And I do remember my mate giving me like a whole parcel full of German beer, and this was a good one. But the best one I tried was one called Detmolder, which is really hard to get hold of, and I've been trying to get hold of it ever since. I just can't find it, but I will find it and review it. But this stuff, this is a good one. I really like it. That is getting 8 out of 10 for me, and I'll definitely recommend this. They're not a big brewery, they're very small, and they've got like, they're almost like a micro brewery, but they've also got like a little restaurant as well, and yeah, they're good. I like them. Hovels from Dortmund, and this stuff, the Rock Gold, Vollbier, Altbier, whatever you want to call it, is really good. This is an 8 out of 10, definitely recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.